Peace, y'all. It's Campson, one half of Remnants Gathering. And yeah, I'm getting a lot of downloads. I'm channeling a lot of information. And so I want to catch this in the moment now. We are being remodeled. And the process of remodeling is looking at what is and realizing that what is no longer what needs to be. And so I want to take you into the spiritual anatomy of what you are experiencing and explain to you from the perspective that I'm being shown how that experience is impacting us. So when you want to remodel, that's not the first thing that happened. The first thing that happened was that you looked at something and you said, I really don't like that. Or, that don't look good. That don't resonate with me anymore. Then the next step is, well, if I don't want this, what do I want? And then once you figure out what you want, the next step is, well, I need to start gathering the necessary tools to create what I want. Then the next step is, okay, I done saved up enough money. I done gathered my resources. Now I can begin remodeling. This is where we are have gone through these phases in humanity with the awakening of the gods and goddess. I also call the evolution of humanity. I also call the awakening, the spiritual awakening. 5D consciousness. This is where we are now. So we've all looked at the structure and we have all decided that inside and out, some things need to change. And we have been gathering truth and gathering knowledge from all of the places we can find it. That's gathering our resources. We've been figuring out what we do want, Now it's time for us to be remodeled. Now, here's the difficult thing about remodeling. This is it. But you're so excited to get started and you get started, and before you know it, you got a lot of stuff that you have pulled up. You got tile, you got wood, you have all these materials that were part of the construction, and the tile, the wood is weak. Maybe it's termites in it. And you're like, damn, I didn't even know I had a freaking invasion of parasites that were compromising the structure of this. I'm glad I am pulling this stuff up. This is what's happening in us. The crystal castle, the heaven, the golden gates, all of that. That is the spiritual anatomy, what's inside. So we're looking at it and it looked bad. And it's kind of making some of us panic. It is making some of us be like, damn, should I have done this? This looks horrible. But the more that you dig, you might even find pipes, and these pipes are too old. And now you got to get new pipes put in. So now that means you need more money than you had before. So now you got to get new resources. So some of us are having to get new resources. We're having to find other ways to fund the remodeling that a lot of us are doing of our lives, of ourselves, and thus of the world and the collective. So as we are looking at these things and remodeling these things, hey, sweetie, go ahead, use it. As we're looking at these things and remodeling these things and finding all of this stuff that's old and outdated and invaded by parasites and entity attachments, and like we learning all of this stuff all of a sudden, and there are places that we didn't even know existed up under the aesthetic of what's being remodeled. And so it can make you feel like you are just unworthy. It could make you feel bad about yourself. It could make you lack confidence. It could make you have low self-esteem. It could make you not be unsure if where you think you going is really where you need to go. It can make you just get in a sunken place and you don't make no decisions to do nothing because you're not sure if that's what you need to be doing. So a lot of us are in that phase where we're like, damn, like, but now you done dug up all this stuff, so it's too late. You can't put it back. There's no going back. So what do? Get your resources together and you finish remodeling. You go forward. There is no going back. And if you sit still with all of that stuff that you've broken up, dug up, and taken down, you're just sitting in a waste field, a landmine, just waste. And you're just looking at all the things that used to be that are broken and that are torn up. And then you seep into a depression that you can't get out of. So I want to urge you to keep going forward, to look at the pile in front of you, and instead of perceiving the pile in front of you as the problem, look at that pile in front of you and say, wow, I am so proud of myself that I dug this stuff up. You know, I'm so proud inside. I'm so proud of myself that I made the decision to go ahead and remodel and rebirth and renew and restore myself. And so I just want to encourage y'all inside the house, sweetie. I want to encourage y'all to keep going. Keep going. Look at the pile. I know you see your big pile of shit. Look at that pile and say, this ain't no pile of trash. This is a pile of what used to serve me that don't serve me anymore. And it deserves to be moved somewhere else where it can be of service, because it's not of service here anymore. And so that old rotten wood might be of service somewhere else, you know. So this is the ultimate alchemy. This is the ultimate transmutation. And the beautiful part about all of this, all of this comes behind being told that I need another surgery and that this surgery has very high risk of death and a lot of other things. And I still made the decision to have this surgery. So this is remodeling. This is, I don't know, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I feel it's going to be fine. I feel that it may be challenges. But we got to stop spiritual bypassing too and being like, oh, everything's going to be great. It's going to be great. And you just really doing it to cope with the decision that you're making. You just have to be like, you know what? Okay, sorry, y'all. I had a phone call come through. But, so this message is coming at the beginning of me making this decision about this surgery. I know, thank y'all for the good vibes and the prayers, the meta prayers, the petitions, everything that you guys sent our way. We appreciate it. But again, I'm just going to take my path and make the best out of it. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to make the best out of what I've been given. You are here to make the best out of what you have been given. Remodeling is a process. It's not an event. But once it's done, you can sit down and you can say, I am so happy that I made this decision and did this. So I want to encourage you to keep going. It don't matter whether it's easy or hard. Don't spend too much time thinking about how hard it is, because that'll make you not move. Okay? Just focus on what it is that you know you need in your life and what it is you want to manifest. And just hold that vibration there. Okay? All right. Peace. As we always say, man, your third eye has just been kissed. Now I say to you, peace.